I was looking around the map and I noticed something interesting. First off, the crusade is over. Um, Before that, I mean, Messalianism has really spread throughout the area. I mean, Catholicism is very weak around the Pyrenees and in Iberia. Um, Also notice Priscillianism still exists in Italy, so good for them. And that Khazarianism still exists in Eastern Europe. Um, but this is funny to me, at least. Um, the King of England is Gaelic. Hey, Doggin, good to see you. Which, if you know your British history, or even just a little bit about the modern UK, the King of England being Gaelic is hilarious. So good for them. Gaelic. You do love to see a gay lick. Wink wink nudge nudge. Satra are mostly been kicked out. Although this Anglo-Nordic patch here is wild. I would love to experience a gay lick. I mean, fair enough. Understandably, etc. Let's grab, let's go straight to defensive negotiations here. Alright, now, we are working on conversions. Why are we losing money? Because we're craven and sadistic. I'm not bisexual, I'm simply gay in two directions. I love that. I love that for you, and I love that just as a phrase. Well, it's going to be hard for us to keep our piety up. Also, hi Ian, good to see you. Alright, let's unpause. Our physician is now a wise woman. Excellent. Love that. Alright, let's see what can happen here. Where are we in the struggle phase, by the way? Opportunity? Convert faith proceeds faster because of the struggle. Because of the opportunity phase, which is great. Someone is no longer a powerful vassal in our council, so let's fix that. Why get piety when you can simply be a lesbian harem anime protagonist? I mean, I'm trying. Oh, you meant in the game. My daughter-in-law has given birth to a son. Since the little one is part of the Bird dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. What do we... Okay. I had an idea for our firstborn son. Normally I would make suggestions. I would ask for suggestions, and y'all are welcome to suggest names here. However, because Jingleheimer of the Schmidts children are all called Jingleheimer of the Schmidts as their last name, I think it would be really funny to name this child John Jacob. Wait, your firstborn son from your daughter-in-law? I meant our firstborn grandson. John Jacob Astor? Oh, I spelled it with a K for some reason. John John? John John's good too. John Jakub. Invented white people. Right, that's right. I am familiar with this. I'm familiar with this. Oh, I don't think I'm recording. Shit. Well, I'll fix that I'll fix that later. I'll just have to download the VOD again. It's fine. Alright, I'm going with John Jacob, though. Thank you all for the suggestions, but this is just funny to me, and I have to do this for me every once in a while. May you grow strong and wise, my grandson. John Jacob Jingleheimer of the Schmidts. As I walk through the town, rage overcomes me once again. The only thing on my mind recently is when Ayash Hashmid and I became rivals. I must get my revenge on Ayash somehow. I look up at the gallows in front of me. Perhaps if I make my moves carefully, he will hang there soon. I will have my revenge. Something from some religious group where they believe the biblical Jacob created white people. Yeah, it's... I don't know a lot about it, but I know it's become a meme. I'm gonna offer a hook on myself for this guy. Well, see, what about you instead? A neighboring ruler I could offer a hook on. Perfect. Stupid idea for the next generation. Name your first child who, second child what, and third child I don't know. Oh, it is Nation of Islam. Okay. That's, I did not know that was Nation of Islam. Interesting. The roses upon your cheeks are like the glittering ocean. My heart yearns to have you close, that I may know the warmth of your embrace, my darling Kuma Jr. No sooner have I read the letter delivered from Beatrice than I am on my way to her chambers. My actions will answer her words. Yeah, I just knew it was a, I just knew it was a group that believed that he created white people in like and that was like a negative thing, which understandable. But as I make my way back from church, Infante Beans of Vizcaya approaches me with a vivacious grin. Kuma Jr., I know you and I both grow giddy at the lamentous screams of the innocent and damned. If they're going to die anyway, why not have some fun with them before they go? After all, who can tell us how Mari would want us to live? Damn, bro. We clearly have more in common than not, and I think you and I should spend some time together away from the rotten brains of simple people. What say you? Wonderful idea, says I. My sinful thoughts are not a thing to be proud of. No, wonderful idea, says I. We can be friends with our equally evil brother. You should convert, though. Ah, he's zealous. Never mind. That's right, zealous and sadistic. What a combination. Damn, these guys have been fighting non-stop wars for like 20 years. Once I have a little more prestige, I'm going to be joining those wars. Baron Bermudo has been of real help in the past few days, aiding me in my efforts to strengthen the realm's ties with our neighbors. He's just offered himself again to help me gain High King Ambrose's trust. Ah, Ambrose the Butcher. A familial kinslayer. It's so hard to find someone I can truly rely on these days. Have a good rest of the stream. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I shall remember your kindness. Now make me a witch. Swear an oath of true friendship. My brother, my companion, my confidant, will you join me in declaring our friendship to be the truest and brightest in all the world, with all the debts of loyalty that entails? Sure. Jesus was a prophet sent to try and civilize the white race. Yeah, how do I want to put this? There's some wild stuff I've heard from some of these smaller religious organizations in North America. But as a white person, I don't want to be overly critical of organizations that, while they have some wild ideas theologically, have done some pretty decent work as far as I'm aware for race relations. I feel would be in poor taste of me to be mocking, you know? Just overshot it by like half a continent. It's true. Yeah, the whiteification of Christianity has been fascinating theologically. To my surprise, my vassal, Countess Elizabeth, has come to me promising to me whatever I need, whatever she can do, she will provide if I ask. Excellent. I never expected I would grow to close to Countess Elizabeth if I've done the past few years. She's proven herself to be a reliable and forthright woman with only my best interests at heart. So rare to find a true friend. Wow, we're making hella friends. During one of our lessons in my daughter Jimena's chamber, I noticed an impressive amount of rocks neatly displayed on a shelf. One of the stones stand out in the collection. It's quite rough, but upon closer inspection, there's a deeply red, brilliant hue contained within. Jimena notices my interest as she picks it up and hands it over. You can have it, Father. You should study that one, child. Further her education. I can change Countess Elizabeth's contract. I don't think I shall. I may ask her for money, though. Well, that would stress us out. A lot of factions of Nation of Islam are straight-up black supremacists. True. But that's... I take a policy with stuff like that generally... of being an issue of housekeeping. And certainly, you know, speaking as a pagan, a lot of European and North American pagan organizations are straight up white supremacist. So I'm going to call those out first, you know? I guess that's where I where I stand on that sort when it comes to like black separatism and black supremacy. Thorgana Azabella stands in the eyes of many as a bulwark, protecting the faith against corruption and heresy. A woman of unyielding devotion, she fights day and night to make sure that all the members of her flock follow Era Zaharrak dogma to the letter. How commendable. Yeah, I doubt all 50,000 members are. Exactly. You know, it's tough, and you know, certainly with gestures vaguely at current events and politics going on, the Nation of Islam is not really... The problematic factions in the Nation of Islam are not really a concern to me. Right? Legendary Spear is still here, which is great. I just can't afford him. And I don't think I will be able to afford him before he leaves. I can hold court. Although I generally try to avoid policing the internal matters of any other religious state, of any other religious organization, just in general as well. Just when they try to get involved in other people's business, that it becomes an issue for me. President of Nicaragua had a referendum to make his wife co-president instead of first lady. Oh, that is cute. I can look at some things and go, yeah, that's somewhat of a problem, but we have way bigger issues to tackle right now. Yeah. Mayor Belasco approaches me with a straighter posture than usual and visibly eager about what he has to say. My liege, there's much to celebrate under your rule. Please allow me to pay for the expenses of your next feast. Perhaps in return you would grant me a favor in the future. Perhaps we can arrange something more agreeable. I don't want to owe you a favor. You are just a mayor, though, but I still don't want to owe you a favor. From now on, there will be 2 co-presidents, 1 man and 1 woman. That's awesome. Perhaps we can arrange something more agreeable. My vassal, Mayor Uraka, approaches the throne with a young man in tow. My liege and king, she spouts, my acquaintance, Lodron Cornell, seeks the honor of serving in your retinue of champions. Give him the opportunity to prove his quality. The man knows his way around an axe and will not let you down when it counts. Ooh. Not the best commander, but a pretty decent knight. Very well, you may attend me. I don't see any reason to do anything else. I'm not going to make him my bodyguard, so yeah, very well, you may attend me. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. Oh, sorry, my lord. Me village in Navarro was hit by a blight this year. We lost not only our crops, but our seed, too. I don't know what this accent is. We have nothing and will starve without help. Glancing around my throne room again, he adds, surely you have wealth to spare. Have the funds you need to rebuild. Your service will repay your debt. Or you shall wield a sword. No, your service will repay your debt. Right. Popular opinion and danger down, or development, growth, and building construction. Yes. Conclusion of court held. We are still pretty low on legitimacy, unfortunate. President of Nicaragua is a dictator, but I think that one thing is pretty based. Yeah, I mean, I was focusing on the court events, But it's like, okay, I mean that does sound pretty cool, but at the same time it is turning the presidency into a monarchy if the first lady is just co-president. Um which isn't great. Boar sighting, heart sighting. Let's go for a heart sighting. Do we have a... Oh, we can't afford it anyway. I want like my legitimacy up, but I want money more. Or I want money to build buildings to make more money. More is what I mean. Look at our grandeur. It's quite low. None of these affect legitimacy now, right? They haven't changed that. No, that would be too easy. Be right back. All good. Healthy rivalry between meddlesome fighters is to be expected, but the growing discord between Landron and Anthroron is souring the mood at court. Landron is widely regarded to be more skilled, but Androlthon clearly takes issue with the assertion. In the middle of an audience, the latter bursts into my throne room and, clutching his sword hilt, cries, "Landron, only one of us can claim to be the king's most skilled champion. Meet me outside and I will settle the question." Landron replies viciously, "I would cut you to pieces where you stand if it were not for the presence of my lord, you unrelenting fool. Apologize and I may spare your life." We're pretty evenly matched, and I don't want to lose either of them. Same woman was vice president before then, so she was basically just promoted. Ah, okay. Did I read wrong up above? No. Okay. Got it. Critical stress because I'm Craven. Prove it on the battlefield, not at court. His wife was democratically elected VP. Huh. Join me in the Castilian border raid. It's a waste of my time, but okay. Fine. I will join you in the border raid. Well, as democratic as the country is with... Right. Ooh, available dynastic legacy. More cultural fascination progress. Excellent. We'll grab this, and then I might... Well, do I want to grab rightful rulers? No, that doesn't give me legitimacy yet. I want lasting line. But I'm not going to get it in time for it to matter, really. So I'm going to grab shared ideas now. And then probably stop customs to go down legitimacy for a while, or metropolitan, perhaps. We'll grab shared ideas. What are you doing over here? You're not even gonna, like, try to help with this war that you just declared? Rift terrain, open terrain, and logistician. Interesting. Wife, as you drew your last breath as my prisoner, relief washed over me. Perhaps I should be ashamed, but in truth there was no love lost between us. Finally, I am free to start my life anew. Not one day too soon. I guess we could ransom off her child, though. Let's banish her child, since no one will ransom him. Go find your father. Politics is so interesting, and I wish I could be more... I wish I could and was more involved in it. I am trying to get more involved locally at least, but... Greetings! I heard good things about you. I'm interested in starting a written conversation. I hope that this letter finds you willing, for I'm awaiting your swift reply. King Ostromir of Great Moravia. Frame the king's letter in my hall. More involved in world politics than local stuff, because America's boring. That's fair. Although when I say local, I really mean like my city. My city and my county, not even my state politics, because it's kind of a lost cause here for a number of reasons, but I do want to get involved in local stuff because that's somewhere where a difference can be made, and I'm as I get healthier, I'm trying to get back into that. Alongside this letter, you'll find the severed head of one of the thieves that have been running amok in both of our realms. I've taken the liberty of executing her and informing the garrison in Navarra of the location in which her accomplices lies. Hey, thanks. Bashar has brought me a delightful gift. Live in the absolute worst state? Yeah. I live in a state that is pretty good to be trans in, but isn't great in a lot of other ways because it's very, very neoliberal. It's a good place to be rich. Borders of Navarra, interesting. They made drag illegal. That sucks. Drag's great, and it's not even all that trans. I can't get the AI to help. It's so frustrating. Beatrice has come to me and I immediately know why. She's with child, and there's little doubt in her heart as to mine as to the father is. A child born outside the legitimate bounds of marriage is destined to the life of a bastard. Is that a fate I want for the child? Bastards can be legitimized, and adultery is a crime. Okay. But it's not... Neither of us is married right now. It's illegal to be gay in Tennessee till 2003. Oh, I know. This must be kept a secret for now. Oh, Era Zaharrak is already... We've already converted one county. Let's start with our capital. 19 months is excellent. No, I bring this up every now and again, but not a lot of people who watch my stream know this. I used to work in political fundraising, and the campaign I worked for was responsible for, was partially responsible for the success of Obergefell v. Hodge, which I always say wrong. It's just a mouthful. So like I was, you know, and going from that not that long ago to people deciding that the fight was over and not really giving a shit while we still had stuff to work on was kind of what's the word? Radicalizing. It was actually illegal in the city of Murfreesboro, Tennessee until 2013. 2023, jeez. Yeah, the AI just wants to lose this war. There's nothing I can do for them. So I'm gonna let them lose this war. That's fine. We're going back home. And grab defensive negotiations. I'm gonna ask for an alliance with Alicia, maybe. Just kidding, because we're at war. Ah, they're gonna catch me in the hills here. Hills? Mountains. Hills. Break free as soon as you can. It is not the right direction. Our Chancellor has been killed. I can assign you to be Chancellor, though. How's my murder scheme going, by the way? Froggen Knights. The county of Fraga is an unruly place of diverse beliefs and governance. Each different community has its leaders, resulting in a complex web of hierarchy and leadership that simply cannot go on. If they all prayed to Mari in the proper and correct way and answered the same leader, it would increase my influence. Johannes has stepped forward, aiming to become the county's new leader, and will host a banquet where we'll have all the local religious leaders slaughtered like cattle. Jeez, Johannes. It's a law that makes homophobic people allowed to adopt LGBTQ children. Yeah. I believe that. The fact that it's explicitly permitted is really depressing, but I believe it. A total monster. Johannes gets the county of Fraga. Control level will change. Faith will change. Local rulers slaughtered and priesthood slaughtered. I don't really want to give up the county, though. That's fine. Fraga's not exactly my best county. And I'm trying to get Sobrabe back. Why do they hate me so much? Because Era Zaharrak is evil. Okay. And why else? Peasant outcry. Huh. Can't wait to hear their screams. We are a monster, and we'll play as such. Peasant rabble faction. King Loop replaced you as the dynasty head. How dare he? Beatrice is carrying the burden of having given birth to a fatherless bastard. It's terrible for an unmarried woman and her child, yet I cannot let it be known that I'm the true father. Oh, what will become of my son? No, I mean, we're already an adulterer. I think we, expose our lover secret and make this child a bastard. Child is mine. Oh, we gained the fornicator trait. So we're a fornicator and, fornicator and an adulterer. The secret that Zentulo is my child is suddenly on everyone's lips. I already knew that Zentulo was the result of my dalliances with Beatrice, but the repercussions could be dire. To live life as a bastard is not an easy thing. Now everyone knows as well. Sinful acts come at a cost. Well, I'm sorry. Ooh, pure-blooded. Let's see if we can get pure-blooded into our dynasty. That would be cool. My dear cousin, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. You'll be betrothed to my daughter. Excellent. Cousin? Oops. That could be a problem. I'm sure it's fine. And that war's over, and we have no troops. Ugh, the AI frustrates me sometimes. Huh? The conflict between the Shield of Vanes and the Malagon interested me little, until the council summary of the Battle of Averno appeared. Somehow I know even before I open it that it contains good news. Alfonso! There amongst the dispatches it reads, we confirm Alfonso was killed staunchly resisting the Malganese armored footmen. He was slain by Ordonio, champion of Duke Arias, in a fierce encounter. I can't help but grin at the thought of Alfonso dying and fighting my wars. This will buoy my spirit for days. Good riddance. Bye, Alfonso. Why is all Andalus hostile? Alright, let's build some quarries here. And yeah, we're just not going to help in this war because we don't have the men. Like, literally, we don't have any. You might be a king, Kuma Jr., but you're also an abhorrent fop puddle. The unprovoked anger expressed by my son and heir, Jingleheimer of the Schmidt, comes as a complete surprise. He's been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this... I'm kind of losing a good opportunity to go after Al-Andalus, to be honest. That was worth? Got a 98% shiny Dynamax Moltres? Hell yeah. Frederick's no longer my tutor. Beatrice can be my tutor. Oh, yes, and I can finish my, Well, okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer until we're at 95%, and then I'll finish my murder scheme. Are you still Messalian? Yeah. Crimes of passion, a little disagreement. And another thing, you evil sycophant, shrieks Jingleheimer the Schmidt, laying into Aureus for what must easily be their third screaming match of the day. I ignore their bickering despite the volume continuing past. The two are constantly arguing, and though loud, they're ultimately harmless. I've got bigger things to worry about than some little spat between my courtiers. Just another exciting day at court. Oh, my best friend. Wow, all of his children died. Died of measles, died from being sickly, and died of measles. Bermudo was a constant companion and confidant, and to have him ripped from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. My hand clasps the note he gave me, the last note he will ever give me, I realize bitterly. I try to read it, but all I can do is move it away from my face, that the precious words contained within it are not washed away by my tears. Though there's a crowd of mourners around me, I've never felt so alone. Never forget this day. Experience some level of catharsis. Good. Amour comes of age. Proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. Despite being a chatty child, Amour at times finds it difficult to get along with people. Few at court would be overly impressed by his grasp of etiquette, but he does at least know how to hold his own in polite company. They grow up fast. It's a bastard. Oh, I don't have the ability to marry him. He's already left for Carpathia. Okay. Well, best of luck with all that and what have you. Let's have you switch to foreign affairs. I didn't realize I still had my chancellor on domestic. Few more days left of converting. I'm really just waiting for my levies to finally raise so that we can declare war on Al-Andalus. Oops. 19 years for Caballeros. 12 years for Public Works, which will be nice to have. We've converted a county. Right, who else can I convert to Era Zaharrak? I want to educate you. Speed at which you play is mind-boggling to me, so many actions in so little time. you you get to you get to learn it as you go as you play more. I do have 1,000 hours, over 1,000 hours in this game, and 1,500 hours in the game before this. Okay, so I was trying to see if I could convert his heir, but that's not going to happen. Oh, also he's not jailed by me. I don't know why I thought he was jailed by me. And my brother will not convert because he's... Oh, let's murder our rival. 79% secrecy. Actually, before I do that, let me see if I can convert Count Musa. I would negotiate him for a conversion. And a hook. I think you should execute all prisoners as a statement. I've done it before. I'd rather have him be converting his land right now, though. Because we just converted to Era Zaharrak. That being said, let us murder the man who killed our son. Ayash has been sent to Ilgardi's faithful embrace. A thorn in my side no longer, thanks Sugar. The plan worked like a charm. My precious viper was waiting for Ayash in his bed when he retired for the night. Silent and ready to strike at the first provocation, and then Ayash moved. Unfortunately, no matter how much I protest, unsubstantiated accusations from all quarters point straight to me as the mind behind the incident. Oops. Sometimes you just need 50 prisoners to display your bad side, you know? Absolutely. I gained the trait Murderer. You know... I mean, we're a... Look. All I'm saying is that we're already a sadistic craven, pagan, seducer, adulterer, who's a rakish fornicator. What's a little bit of murder at this point? It's not gonna matter. Or okay. I mean, we're already a bad person. He seems like a great guy. Don't I have a bonus from... I swear I had a bonus from... oh, I'm being raided, and also I'm not paused. I'm being hella raided from Estonia? I'm sorry, Estonia? Okay. Sure, Estonia. What red flags? I don't see any. These red flags, the Estonian one. No, they're yellow. I guess we're just gonna get raided by those Estonian... Estonian Vikings, I guess. Designated Guardian for Archangel. She's curious, so let's give her a Diplo education. Beatrice can educate her, that's great. Skya raided. Who are you at war with? Oh, you're helping the Sultan. Don't do that. I want the Sultanate to fall apart so I can take back my land. Increased control in county has finished. Wait, what? The task finished, but now it's down to 75 again. I don't know what happened. My daughter, Fusion Warrior, has given birth to a daughter. Since the little one is part of the Burr dynasty, she should be blessed with a good name. Here is your opportunity to name a child in the game. Go ahead and drop those suggestions in chat, and I'll pick the one that I like the best. However, do note that folks who spend channel points to use that name a character redeem will get priority. And since it is Fusion's child, Fusion may just get a free name suggestion here, to be honest. You have 1 minute in total to make suggestions. I was not paying attention when I started the spiel, but I think you have about 40 seconds left, and the timer is ticking. Ah. Spiel, 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 spiel. You think I'd be good at that by now, the number of times I've done it. Oh, that's right, you're McGrebby. Which is just interesting. Fusion Champion? Excellent. I like that too. All right, I think that's time. I'm gonna have to let Fusion name her child. So we'll go with Calypso. Calypso Bean Rivera. May you grow strong and wise. My mother died of heart failure. Unfortunate. Need to add a Calypso emote? I need to add so many emotes. I have to get them actually made, though. Why is Al-Andalus marching through my land? Hello? Aransha's milk tooth. That's my sister, though, right? Or is it my aunt? I don't need my aunt's milk tooth. That's a little weird. We'll destroy that for the money. How is Aransha doing, though? Saw she's still alive. At court in Holland. That's right, she's the mother of the Duke of Holland, or at least was. Yeah, Duke of Holland. He's a Carling, unfortunately, but he is my cousin. Oh, is he eccentric? Nice. And a crusader. How's England going? Speaking of crusades. Join me in the Bataclays clash against Al-Andalus. Fine. I wanted to declare my own war against Al-Andalus, but I'll join you for now. I need more troops, please. Stone quarries constructed. Let's see if we can go ahead and build cattle pastures now. Or hillside grazing lands. I kind of want hillside grazing lands for caballeros when they're ready in 20 years. Let's do that first. It's a little less money, but... No. Cattle pastures is objectively better. Same number of levies and more money. So let's do that. All right. Ads are coming up now. Let me check on something real quick. And then I will decide what we're going to do about ads. Nope, don't start playing my stream, thank you. Don't start playing this stream yet either. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and raid out simply so that we can catch this person while they're still streaming. Because I did tell Baller I would try to raid into him and join the stream for a bit after I got done here. So, there is the raid message. Thank you, Fusion. So there will definitely be a stream on Saturday, usual time, 10 a.m. Pacific and or when I wake up. And then next CK3 stream will be Tuesday at 2 p.m. Unfortunately, we will be skipping the Thursday stream for CK3 because I have a doctor's appointment, just as a heads up. But I'll make sure to update that on the schedule sometime this weekend. Anyway, let me get this raid ready. We're going to raid a fellow bear who's doing a birthday stream right now. Well, I hope I'm not too late. Well, let's give him a raid regardless, and we'll see. We'll figure it out from there. Everybody, here is the... Once again, here are the raid messages. Thank you very much, and I will see you Saturday. Bye! Strum. Good strum. I'm glad we finally got that religion to work out. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Appreciate it. See ya next time.
Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, coffee! Hello, welcome on in. I was literally just getting ready to take a break. Rapidly approaching bear, welcome on in, everyone. And, Callista Dragon Soul, thank you for the follow, welcome on in. Appreciate that, appreciate the raid coffee, let me, get you a shout out, probably should have done it sooner. I say that like,